Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus and we're playing some Factorio. We're playing Bob's mods, in fact, which I will just get loaded up. And just check my levels. Yeah, I'm coming through okay. And need to do that. And click on there. Cool, so there we go. Yes, so welcome to the stream. I'm starting ever so slightly late because I had a bit of a battle with the green screen. As per usual, seems to be a bit of a running theme. Last time, we did this. This being bots. We now have bots. So there appear to be some. Oh, cool. I've got 50 as well, crikey. Oh, and I've also got a Roboport. Okay. Probably unwise to try and put that on. Unless I actually have a reason for it. Can I make personal lasers? What's this? Oh, tungsten. Yeah, okay. Can I make personal lasers? It doesn't look like it. No, energy shields. Okay, doesn't look like it. Can I research personal lasers? Is personal lasers a thing? Laser rifle, okay. Laser turrets too. Oh, yes they are. There we go. Personal laser defense. How would I get that? Oh, it's not going to give that to me until I get power armor. Okay. We'll leave that then. Laser rifle battery. Laser rifle battery case. Okay. I've no idea how effective that is. I mean, shooting 3 a second, damage bonus 20. 10. So I think it's slower but with a damage buff. So it probably balances itself out. Okay. Cool. Anyway, what I thought we were gonna I thought we would do today is actually start work on this bus. I still don't really have a firm idea quite how I'm going to do it, if I'm totally honest, because this is all fine and good, but I've got a train going through the middle of it. So what I think I need to do is essentially prep for it. Well, one thing I did realise actually later, it was always the plan to sort of tweak it, but I built these because I was taking pictures for the thumbnail, and I built these. I wonder if they're... Hang on. Let's do that. No. Let's do that. Is my voice... Oops. Oops. Is my voice... Yeah, okay. It's just... to adjust my headphones. Okay. Right, let's turn that around. So yeah, these need to be higher level, which is why it's all backed up on, well, these aren't even really running. Because it's, like the absolute basic belt. So put that up there. Because these aren't really getting anything, which is why they're slow. Or one of the reasons they're slow. Yeah, and this is the reason I put these here, because I was thinking about, well, I've got these new materials that I've, acquired, so we need to produce them. But then I sort of realised, as I was thinking about it earlier on, that perhaps what we actually need to do is start the bus, and then we can think about where I'm going to take stuff, because basically what I'm thinking is that we need to mass produce belts. We're getting some bots made, we're getting some Roboports made. We probably need to increase power now that we're going to start using bots. We're at half of our power, and it's only just, coping, so we need to boost up the power, I think. I need to replace all of these with level 2, for example. Maybe even put a second one in. So I think it's an odd jobs type one. I wondered if pollution was getting anywhere. No, it's still fine, isn't it? So we may start facing attacks as well, because we're starting to get colonisation groups, like not far from our walls. I mean, colonisation groups won't be that much of a problem, but it may be prudent to just sort of start mass producing ammo. Do I really want that? Yeah, I do, because I've got great big walls, haven't I? Okay, might be worth also, unless I repurposed it. I don't know if I've got a old... No, I obviously repurposed it. I thought I might have an old yellow ammo, but no. So, one thing we can do is just get this, working faster. Now, I think I can produce... Yeah, storage chests. So we can put some storage chests in. So we can upgrade this to a storage chest. And these ones, and these ones, and this one. Massively increase this. Obviously we want the filter on it. Oh, no, don't need to increase that. In fact, that one doesn't really need to be a storage thingy, does it? Neither does that. It's that one needs to be the storage. And I'll already make this. Do I really want that many? Yeah, go on. And we can bump up what assembler they are. I probably can't make very many of them. But yeah, especially, I think we need to get the infrastructure in place to sort of, like I did with Crash Story 2, really, where I kind of started making a bus without really knowing kind of what it would look like. And I think I need a lot more inserters, but I think I can do that with them. Why am I hand making chests? Oh, right, basic plus electronic. Is there somewhere I can sneak that in? That's the question. Because I haven't really got... Ah, can we put it up here? Yeah, well, this is what I noticed, that basically these are coming out of here. Blues are all absorbing them, and they weren't even getting a third of the way down. So this production could probably do with being bolstered, because these guys are just eating it all. So basically, I do that, and that. And then sort of add on one there. And that. That should help. What are you doing? You're an output, cool. So I might need another one of them, mightn't I? Why is that so close? That should be there. You're waiting on these things, which is more of them. Because this is all backed up, isn't it? Yeah. So we can get that going. Do that. And you need that and that. Copy them. I could maybe squeeze another one in if I needed it, but I mean this is backed up. But we could increase what machine these are as well. A lot of these. Where are that now? Ah, well I could if I had steel. That would be the key thing for making things, I think. Should I test of our steel? Must be steel here. Here we go. Lovely trampoline. And can I make electronic ones as well? I can. Cool. So yeah, we can bump these up. I say these are all backed up, so hopefully, you know, they'll keep producing, and that's all backed up there, so that's fine. Now, is more getting through? Not really. Oh, it is. It's backing up there. Cool. So what's the blocker here? Because we're going to need loads of robots if we're going to start. Flying robot frames is the blocker. Okay. That might be a little tricky, because that's electric engines, isn't it? I would need to go up a level, and I can't, basically. Could I, though, recreate it here? So it's exactly double. Let's see if that'll fit. No. But not far off. So, if I put a little dog leg, a doogie leg, like that, and then I plop it down. Oh, we don't need that splitter anyway. Have we got? No. So, no. So we need lubricant. Like that. Put these inserters in. Power poles. I don't need to do, yeah. So this should actually be underground. Like that. Built that now. Okay. So let's hook up. You need connecting to there. And then you need connecting to there. Okay. Why are you not doing anything? Because you need electric engines. You can't work because you've not got steel. Gears. Super duper. You're waiting on that stuff. So all they're missing is the actual electric engines. It's just producing. Yeah, cool. Okay. So that'll help out a little bit there, because we are going to need loads of bots. Loads of bots. Cool. Okay. Right, so back down to the other area. Boom. And we'll see about more belts. But I'm wondering if I just, see if I just make a, an additional belt building area as well. What am I looking for? I'm looking for them chests. I was going to make chests. That was the whole reason of going up there. Because they're all the same. So we need steel, and we need basic circuit boards. Now is that the proper one? Basic circuit board. Are there chests in this? There we go. No. So yeah, they're the proper things. So there's a little spot here, ish, that kind of has everything. So we need to get steel over there. So if I have this here, so let's put a little space. In fact, let's line it up with that, because we need So I'll just take a split from these, because this gives me a blue. So if we have that one, and that one, and then we extend their reach. Why are you not doing anything? Electronics. Oh, that's because they're. It needs these, not. Okay. Okay. So I need to split this, don't I? Okay. Right, but I also need steel chests, so I might as well throw them in here. Went to opticians last night and got an eye test, and as suspected I need some new glasses. I have this odd theory about my eyes, because I have what's called an astigmatism. An astigmatism is basically that your eyes are a weird shape, they're almost like a grape shape, but it affects. So they're and they're usually at an angle basically, and mine keeps changing. And I have this theory that my eyes are sort of a bit floating. And that's a weird thing to say, but is it going to be easier? Yeah, it might be easier if this is one up. So that's there. Yeah, that my eyes are sort of, they kind of float in a sense. The sort of eyeball is perhaps not as fixed as it maybe should be. Because, as I say, I've had a few times before where you can kind of tell with the opticians they're sort of checking things in a way that is a bit weird. They're sort of double checking what they found, as if they don't quite believe. Because obviously, a lot of it's all very advanced nowadays. They use the old glasses to, they can basically shine light through them and essentially work out what the old prescription was, so they don't need the bits of paper. Oh, hello, the Burger Ninja. Hi. Looking great as usual. Thank you very much. Not sure I would entirely agree with that, but thank you very much. I hope you're having a good day, and I've had a good day. Welcome back to the stream. Have I got any robo-ports? I'm not sure I'm carrying any about with me. No, I'm not, am I? Let's go and get something. There you go. But yeah, so getting some new glasses, but my last test, it was like 3 years ago, quite a while, but so I need to make that. In fact, let's take that out, because I need some of them and some of these. Yeah, so the prescription stage, but it's changed in a weird way in that my eyes have apparently flipped over in some way. That means the astigmatism is reversed, which is bizarre. I'm looking for Bob's intermediates. There we go. So I want basic boards on the right. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Because then they won't go up the other way. Are there no? Oh. There are no reds on that at all. That's problematic. Right. So let's try this again. So they would be on the right hand side. So if I put one like that, flip it round, and then maybe do that. Like that, maybe? But also, there's been a suspicion on the last couple of eye tests that perhaps I was getting into the needing reading glasses territory as well. And that was kind of confirmed last night. I'm sort of heading into that eyes are getting old and knackered stage. So, let's set some limits on these. Why are you not working at all? Oh, because you've not got any. Right. But what we've done instead, what we decided to do is rather than get full-on reading glasses, they've tweaked my prescription so that it's a bit kinder. So I'm going to get 2 sets of glasses, one that's for the computer, basically. And it'll be a sort of softer, not quite as powerful, because obviously with the computer it's sort of middle distance. And if I'm, well, when I usually, if I'm reading like a book or something, I'd take my glasses off. But yeah, so cannot disagree with the facts. No, indeed. How are you? I'm fine. I say I was just saying I've got an eye test because I've been able to get some eye strain, so made sense. So they're just waiting on red circuits, which still aren't here. Now that could well be because I'm using them now all in this. So they should be coming up here. Are they all going into... what are they all going into? Well, you're very slow, aren't you? So you could do with being sped up anyway. Yeah, so it's still waiting on those. I'm guessing one of those can't quite produce them quick enough. We're sort of saying about doing a separate build, basically. But anyway, what are they being used in? They're being used in solar panels. Okay. Anyway, what I was going to do... yeah, there's just a tiny trickle, isn't it? That's problematic. Oh, I couldn't, because it's quite complicated making them. Yeah, okay, let's leave it. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to have to do something about that. But this wasn't what I was planning on doing, fiddling about with this. Where is this splitters? There we go. Put that on there. Do say 4 of them. Okay, now if we put roboports, which would be there. Maybe connect some of these up. So like that. Bit far away, isn't it? Let's put one there. And then one... here, maybe? Still moaning about... oh, okay. Okay. What should I address you as? Triz? Yeah, anything's fine, really. Triz, Triggles. Yeah, well, you know, Trismegistus, I'm sort of happy with any of them. Didn't I make some higher level boilers, or did I just hand make them. I'm sure I had a... boiler level 2. Because it's boiler level 1. No, I must just have been hand making them. Okay. And what are you moaning about? Oh, there's a missing power pole. In fact, why is there a power pole there? Don't need a power pole there. Right, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 level 2 boilers. So let's grab 14, 16. Shut that off. And we need therefore 8 of these. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Except managed to do 9 because I'm a genius. And then we want to bump them up to 8 of those. Wait. What? Oh, that's boiler 2. What did I do there then? Not quite sure how I managed that, and I seem to not be able to... Oh, I need to make steel bearings, don't I? Where's steel? Here we go. Is Bob fine too? You seem like a Bob to me. You can call me Bob if you like. No, I'm not a Bob. That's not my name. My real name is Mark. That's my real name. It's probably easier if you just use, I say, trees or triggers there if you want to do that. Right, so I need loads more steel, don't I? Let's go and see where I can find that from. Mark is a great name. Many good people named Mark, like Markiplier, crikey. I'm not producing very much steel, are we? A bit weird, because it's waiting on iron plate. Right, of course. Yeah, okay, we need to fill this in, I guess. Is Markiplier actually... is that his actual name then? I always sort of assumed that was a... thing. I've never watched him, to be honest with you, but... I guess you just sort of assume that most people are using an alias or of some description. So, I need more inserters. My classmate is cool. IG, yeah. Long time since I went to school, blimey. Right, so do them. Have we made them yet? No, because I need more steel, which are only trickling out. Okay, that's at that level now, so we'll pop that in. There we go. So still not a lot, but, you know, some. Let's grab some of that then. Oops. Right, and how many can we make now? Another 6. Still not enough. Is there stuff on belts that I can just steal? There's bound to be. There's bound to be. Here we go. Mark is his real name. Bob is kind of close, right? Maybe you're a Bob in a past life. Maybe. I never know. Yeah. Okay, let's upgrade this and hopefully not get splattered by the train. Okay. Put that on there. We have run it out. It's been a bit of a weird week, to be honest with you, because insanely busy at work, but that's kind of every week. But I've kind of struggled this week with almost it's difficult. It's really difficult to explain. It's like how the project can move forward, because in some, well, my job title is sort of project manager. It's not really. It's project lead, but it's basically a big part of it is project management. And we're getting to the end of this first project, and suddenly all sorts of big weeks in the company have like started paying attention to the project, and not necessarily in a good way. It's like it's good in the sense that they're interested, so you seem to be quite keen on the result and stuff. But I think they want some changes, or they want. I think basically the project's become a bit political, and I'm not very good with politics. Not in that sense, as it were. Let's put it on there. Company politics and that sort of thing. So I kind of had a chat with my line manager, my boss, and sort of explained to him, because having literally just joined a few months ago, it's not only not being good at the politics, it's not even knowing like who half the people that are being talked about are. It's like all very well saying person X is interested in a project and we got to do a presentation, when I don't even know who person X is. I couldn't name them. I couldn't pick them out of a lineup type of thing. So I said to him, I think you're going to have to kind of handle that side of it, because as I say, I don't know who's important and who's not important, basically. I seem to be doing a lot of random upgrading. So, these need to be more. And they need to be faster. But then it's Factorio, so that's kind of the default mission, isn't it? More and faster. Bigger and better. Right, let's grab some more of them. Bit puzzled that they're not making any. It's because they're not getting gears. Which is what I'm just upgrading, okay. Doesn't really need higher one, does it? Okay, how are we doing with power now? Okay, so we're getting a little bit of slack during the day. What do you work as? I guess IT. So that's probably the easiest way to think about it. It's not, though. I suppose it's software is the easiest way to think about it, but also it isn't that either. So what I'm working on is software at its heart. It's developing computer models. But the actual project I'm doing, and a lot of the projects I'll be doing, will have sort of, should we say, physical components as well. So they're actual, because it's a computer model, it's a computer model of a thing. It's not a computer model of, a stock market or something like that. It's not that type of modelling. It's a modelling of an actual piece of equipment, generally speaking. Which means you have, engineers and all sorts of... Well, I mean, software engineers are engineers, but, physical engineers as well as... Engineers of physical systems, not just, sort of theoretical ones. Or, abstract ones or whatever. But yeah, so... My job title is Project Lead, and the idea when I joined, and kind of why I joined, was I was going to be running essentially a portfolio of projects. It was like a whole load of projects that I was meant to be essentially managing. But not in depth, not hands-on project management. It was more, making sure that the overall program of work happens. But they clearly didn't really... Well, that was a bad estimation of the actual... what was required. And so I've been doing a lot of hands-on project management. To the extent, to be honest, that I've not really done my job, that I was I was hired to do, effectively. Okay, so we're putting some of them out, but because I've set that so high, it's sort of eating a load of them. Red circuits is still sort of pathetic. So let's make it even more pathetic by adding way more solar panels. Okay. But yes, I suppose, sort of software is kind of the easiest way to think about it. Actually, my previous job, I was a grant writer, so I would write applications for companies I would write the applications for companies applying for grants, so research money from the government, basically. And I enjoyed that to a degree. I didn't not enjoy it, if you see what I mean. But one of the problems I had... Oh, that's a rubbish copy. One of the problems I had, it's a bit hands-off, so I would write these grant applications, and then the company would sort of go away and, do the work. And I wouldn't hear from them again, so there was no delivery side to it, and I sort of missed that, because one of the reasons I picked this was because I used to develop software models myself. That used to be my job. In the dim and distant past. So I was like, well, this is the perfect combination. It's management, so it's a bit more sort of senior from that point of view. One more. Not filled those in. Okay. Because one of the things I've always been pushed towards from in previous careers was project management. I'm not entirely sure I'm enjoying it, if I'm totally honest. Because it was a bit of an experiment to see if I would, sort of thing. And I don't know, it's difficult to tell because it's been such hard work doing this project that I don't know if that's just... I'm exhausted most of the time, sort of thing. My evenings are just sort of, get some dinner and go to bed almost. It's sort of so hard work. But I don't know if it's that, or actually I'm not actually that, not into project management, as it were. Difficult to tell. But yeah, so the reason I picked this was because it was, software modelling, also management, but also it's grant related. So how they're sort of funding the work is grant related. So I was like, well, I can help out, write the grants and that sort of thing, the grant applications. So it seemed like the perfect combo. And in theory, it is the perfect job from all of those angles. But then in practice, it's been a bit sort of... The problem was I was picking it up from somebody who'd created it, you know, before, as it were. And their plan of how it was going to work was clearly just wrong. And I'm having to pick, you know, make up for all the errors, basically. Bit right. Oh, see you in a bit. Is the IT field nice? It's alright. I mean, it's like anything else. If you're interested in it, then it's more enjoyable than, you know, than if you're not, sort of thing. Okay, so I'm happy we've got... What is this moaning about? Oh, there's a lacking inserter. Bit surprised the bots haven't done anything about that. Because you're saying you've not got... Did I not put them in yellow chests? No, I didn't, did I? That would be the problem. That's your problem there. That's your problem. So are they going to do something about that now? A bot is on the way. Hurrah! Okay. So there's not a single red circuit getting up there. Okay. So the problem is this is quite complicated to build. It's quite a lot of ingredients. Or is there? He says that. Maybe, because we're making them elsewhere, so maybe I could route these off. Because these are being massively overproduced for this one machine. So it needs solder and basic electronic components. How is it getting solder? Where's it getting solder from? Oh, there, okay. Yeah, but maybe I could route these off. Because those two things I'm making up here, aren't I? Yeah. So I could move... I could maybe have an extra red production up here. How difficult are the boards to make? They must be in Bob's intermediates, mustn't they? There we go. Wooden boards and copper cables. That's not hard at all. So, one option would be to take this... Take a split off here somewhere. Route it round. Or... I could just make some here. Let's just make some here. Can I make them? I can. Okay. Hey, Seed. How are you doing? Are you having a good day and a good... I've had a good day. Welcome back to the stream. I'm supposed to be starting the bus. Instead, I'm fiddling about. So, just going to set up one extra thing of production, because we can put this here, basically. And we can have that like that. So you make boards, and you grab them from there. And then the output. I do like this extended inserters thing. The output. Why have you grabbed a silly inserter? Can you make... You can. Now they take 1 second. And that takes 1 second. So it should be perfectly matched. But then we got solder and basic components. No, let's not do it like that. Because if I extend this... Oh, no. extend that. Doesn't work at all, does it? Okay. Oh no, wait. That's solder, isn't it? The wobbly one. So if I... Let's try that. The wobbly one. The one that doth wobble. Because if you instead go to there... Yeah, that's right. And then we bring over... these from over here. In the finest tradition of the finest spaghetti. Oops. So, how long can I make that? Will that reach? Not quite, okay. Take it there. And then pop that under there. We can pop... Oh, no, don't do that. Silly inserter. So get that to go from there. You'll get the boards. Get that on the belt. Excuse me. Okay, now where do I need to hook that into to give us red circuits? I think they're this one, aren't they? Yeah, red circuit should be on here. So if I bring this straight down. In fact, where would a good place it be? Good there, wouldn't it? Like that. Okay. That won't reach, will it? No. I always like to try and use them at max length because they're quite expensive, undergrounds actually, when you really look at it. So I always like to try and use them at max extension, or as close as I can sort of get it. Move that back there. Because you've already paid for all the cogs and stuff, so you might as well. So that looks like that could be a fast insert on that one. Yep. Wonder if I could do some... Do we have stack bonus insertery things? Oh, that's stack. So does that give me capacity bonus? Yeah, let's do that. Although it's a stack insert bonus, not a... Huh. Do they not have a... Looks like they don't have a capacity boost from turbo, because that applies to all stacks rather than... Huh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's not bother with that then. We could, however, work on the bot speeds. Okay. So that's working. It's providing some extra reds to there. Not a lot, but means we're at least making bots. Right, so let us go and have a look at what a bus might look like. Because what I'm thinking, did I grab some? I got some roboboards here. Okay. What I'm thinking is that we can use this sort of edge as like our build edge. Should have got in my car. Fuel. Cold tea. Delicious. Right. Yeah, so if this is... Oops. This is where I build to. Would that work? Yeah, because I mean we hit the lake eventually, but hopefully if we're up there... Because, you know, if we're going to try and start the bus saw down here... If we're up here, then presumably we've got a reasonable amount of... whatchamacallit production, landfill production by that stage. There's the bonus. Why did that not link to... Oh, because it's coming out of logistics. Okay, so let's get them on the go then. Oh, there are long inserters as well. Huh. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. That was a... No, I was misreading that. It's not an actual inserter. Inserter's range to be configured. Maybe that makes them even longer. It's not a separate... There's no, you know, thing there, as it were. Right, so... If I was to do some building here, you know, and use that edge, then we would kind of want plenty of room, because I have no idea how big a lot of the recipes are. So we want our RoboPort sort of coverage to be something vaguely like that. In fact, let's actually put it in rather than... Oh, ghost that on there. So this is where we would want our building to happen. So our offshooty, you know, feed-in production-y bits and bobs coming off there. That means we probably need... Do I have any stone brick? Don't think I do I? Oh, I do. There we go. So that means we probably want some kind of path here. So, path. We then want, because that would be undergrounded probably, or, you know, to there type of thing. Although these are a lot longer, aren't they? So not quite as constrained there. But so if that's where our undergrounds are, taking a split off. Whoops. Like that, for example. Then we need lanes of bus here. I think what I'm going to do is just... I don't know... I mean, everything does use iron quite heavily, doesn't it? Certainly in this early stuff. So maybe we'll try for the 4 lanes of iron. I don't know. I'm never that convinced by that. But anyway, let's go with then, say, 4 lanes of copper. And then, well, normally you would have 4 lanes of green circuits, but they don't quite work that way in this because... Oh. Should we do another one of them, or a bot speed or something? What's cheapest? What is cheapest is what? Defenders. And that's the cheapest one. Guess. Do I need something else to do more robot speed then? Go robot speed. Oh, I would need advanced logistic and construction robots. Okay. You can progress up the tiers quite quickly, can't you? Is there a cargo capacity? There is. And that's in level 2, okay. I wonder why it's only picking up level 1. Okay. What about bonus? Okay, so we can do that, but it's 200 and purple, which we've not actually got. Okay. Well, I've unlocked it, but I haven't got the. I'm not making it anyway. So looks like it's that one or that one. So let's go with that one then. Okay. So yeah, what I'm actually thinking here is I just put on the different circuits. But I don't know whether it's worth having the basic boards on as well. I can always just add on more stuff to the bus. That's the beauty of it. But we got the 3 circuits there. And then we could maybe have wood or something going down. I haven't got... Have I got combinators? Don't think I have yet. Oh, I have. Let's put some combinators on. Okay. And I think what I'll just do to make life a little bit easier, and given we've got the longer inserters, is just do it 444. Oh, am I out of belt bum? Belt bum. You belt bum. I suppose I should say, I mean, I think I did mention it last week and that tomorrow, it was quite... It's actually, because it's Lunar New Year, I think, today. I'm not that good with all that sort of dates and stuff. I think it's Lunar New Year today, or maybe yesterday or tomorrow. But they actually posted. Right, so let's go and get in the car. Drive down the train tracks, because that's always the safest thing to do. But yeah, it's a new year and Dyson Sphere program. I think I've managed to completely mess up that statement. But basically, I'm going to, from tomorrow, I'm going to play through Dyson Sphere program again. I'm going to start a new playthrough and just play up to the point of probably completing a Dyson Sphere. I'm not 100% sure I'll go quite that far. But complete a Dyson Sphere. Again, I think it's been me my 4th playthrough, I think. But I've been waiting with that one. This copper's quite slow, isn't it? I've been waiting with that one for them to put in the combat update. And this is what they posted about today, that I don't think that's coming probably till maybe the end of the year. It sounds like they may be finding it a bit tricky. I know they've had problems with COVID. I think 2 of the devs are married as well, because I mean you get a little bit of weirdness because of being non-native English speakers in some of the things they post, but as they put it, the way they phrased it was like they were ill and they'd gone into hospital. But what they actually meant, what they were saying, was that basically they're having children. They're or a child, I guess. I shouldn't imagine it's twins, but yeah, they meant that their child is being delivered type of thing. But I phrased it was like they'd gotten ill and had to go into emergency treatment or whatever. I might just leave them because obviously probably a bit, better to maybe I could look at some of the defensive stuff, but yeah, better not, burn it all on science basically. Did I never hook up? I don't think I did I? Don't think I hooked up a Have I got level 2 miners? No, I haven't. Okay. I thought I didn't hook up a copper train. So it's just the one copper coming in. Okay. So if we increase the miners... Oh, God. Spare ones. Okay. Oh, no, carrying 50 anyway. Why are we carrying 50 of them? Bing, bong, bing. Armour crafting. Ooh, Invar Cobalt. Blimey. Yeah, so let's do some of the turrets and stuff, because it'd be fun to play with them as well, I think. Lost my train of thought. Basically, Dyson Sphere program, combat update is probably not coming for a while. I really like that game, so I thought I would do a playthrough. Because I need a bit more variety than just Factorio. Shouldn't take too long, because there's been no major... They've not overhauled any of the systems or anything like that, so... I can't build them because I've not got enough steel again. It's almost like almost everything is made out of steel. Bing bong bing. Are they just upgraded turrets? Let's go with plasma turrets, that sounds fun. Okay, steel. How many can I build? Only 5. Only 5? Wait, what ones did I build? Hopefully the right ones. Yeah, so I get these on, so I get the copper flame a bit faster. It would be these ones. Actually be better putting a balancer in, because they're all backed up. Yeah, let's pop a... Oops. Pop a balancer in. Okay. It's a bit better. Right. Where did I leave the car? Not that I've got enough belt really, but where did I leave the car? It's up there. Okay. Let's grab a bit more belt then. Oh, I've got billions of them now, haven't I? Inserters. Lots of lovely belts. And what about splitters? Awesome sauce. Yeah, so Dyson Sphere program playthrough starting tomorrow. New one. I have done a few tweaks in last playday. I did sort of start it up and took a look. Unfortunately, it caused some of the achievements to trigger, because I was sort of hoping... I mean, it's not an achievement run or anything, but they added achievements since I last played, and I was kind of like... Or maybe I could play through and see how many I can get just from a normal playthrough, but it's already popped sort of 6, and all I've done is basically land on a planet and build a very, very basic base. You can reset them, but it's a pain in the backside on Steam. I don't know why they don't just let you reset them. Do I really want to do it like this? The reason I'm fascinated because I can always add more iron and stuff later, and there's so much stuff, so many materials, that I'm not sure it doesn't, make sense to do something like that. And then, put in a steel. No, wait, they're in Bob's materials, aren't they? Yeah. A glass. I think this is probably more sensible, and I can just add on extra things. Look at this, it's so much stuff. I think I might leave planning what everything is. I mean, I could put the ones in I know that I use. So we've used lead, and so what have we got? We got, I guess it's stone brick, isn't there? Because that's lead, copper, stone brick, iron. That was glass, wasn't it? Yeah, glass, and then tin. So we can put tin on. Where's tin? There's tin. So stone brick. What else have I got here? Wood. 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 Put wood on. Where would that be? That'd be in regular intermediates, wasn't it? And I could also, I guess I could put, well, let's just leave them. But if I then say circuits sort of here, are they in regular intermediates or Bob mediates? They're in Bob mediates. A multi-layer circuit board, eh? Blimey. Basic boards, electronic boards, purple boards, green boards. And yeah, I can just sort of fill it out as I need extra stuff, but we know that that's required. Maybe if I just, in fact, let's do that. I might brave put in my personal robot ball. Let's see. So it will suck up all my electricity instantaneously. Yep, there we go. And we're dead. Okay. In fact, let's just take it off. Oh no, it's got some power in it. Okay. Let's get them to kill off the trees. So, we put in, that's probably the sort of maximum kind of extent before we hit that patch. And I'd quite like to keep that iron patch, even though I'm going to reroute all the things. But what I can now do, in fact, yeah, let's turn my personal ones off. What I can now do, put that in like that, because that'd kind of be the rough start point, I guess. And then train's not there, is it? No, can't. So we get, you don't got any juice, have you? Okay. So. That parallel? Yeah, there we go. And then if we run down here. Okay. So we would want in fact, they let you do it for a little while because weirdly they have a little charge when you place them down. Where they get that charge from, I'm never quite sure, but they do. And if we run power along here, and then what will be about halfway? It must be about there. No. So it would be between these two, which would be about there, I guess. So that's them lined up. Yeah, perfect. Parfait. So this is our power lines coming in. It's too far, isn't it? Yep. So those are our connecting points to the building area. So we then want that. Is that parallel? Yeah. Cool. Could put some lights on it as well. Help out. Not that there's power down here, so. Let me see stuff. Always useful to see stuff. Cool. And obviously there could be a power line there, but I'm not going to bother putting that one in. Okay, so that's our sort of bot network. I haven't got any books going, have I? Oh, I have. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's my... Yeah. Why have I even got that one on there? And there. Okay. So, do I want that to repeat? Yeah, I guess I do. Snap that to grid, but... In fact, let's take the belts out. The height wants to be, what, 56? No. 50? And then we want relative rather than absolute. And then we can... Yeah. So that tiles. Should work on the other side as well. Oh, no. No, not quite. Okay, so that's our charging station. So if we do a little bit of out there. And put that... Oops, no. There. And we want this to snap. I want that to be relative. But height of 1 is fine. Yeah, there you go. So let me draw that in. I guess we also need a fluid bus. That might make things quite interesting because we already don't know how wide the belts are. We also don't know how wide the fluids need to be. I could probably work this out because you can, when you do like I haven't got the path on that, have I? Let's redo that then. So we do that. Grab that. It's got the tiles, so it wants to be 66 wide. Yeah, that'll do. And in fact, maybe I should have train come in. No. Maybe I should have a little path here as well. Make that 2 more wide. Cool. Oops. Yeah, okay. Right, yes, so, don't know how much we need, but what I can do is assume some stuff. So, if we make that like that, and then, I say, because when there's some things where you can set it, like for example the combinators, and it shows you everything from the beginning, so there's no sort of element of, like this only reveals what you've actually researched. But a combinator will let you pick everything from the get-go. So, you know, all of the levels of everything. You know, so we can see there's 5 levels of bots, for example, or what else we got? You know, all those different power armors. So we could use that to work out, you know, to assign a line for everyone. But where's the fun in that, eh? Where's the fun in that? And also, I don't know that I actually, you know, need some of these being bussed, but what it can do, it counts all of these as fluids. But some of them, I'll just need in the actual chemical production area. They're like intermediate steps, basically. Interesting, there's not a Bob's fluids, isn't it? Bob having his fluids all over the place. That would be quite messy, I think. You'd need quite a mop to mop that up. But, you know, we can look and see, there's going to be loads, basically. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so it's 10 by... So we've got 37 fluids there. So that would be silly to plan out, because we're never going to need all of them. Oh, I haven't got any pipes. But we could say, let's put, say, 9 in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if this was our blueprint, we would need to tweak this so that we have roboport axes as well. And now, of course, you're moaning about not having any charge. Let's put that on. Say, because once the charge is gone, it sort of drops away. It doesn't work anymore. The range thing went to the wrong place. So, if you were a real one, haven't got any real ones. Need to be a bit careful with that, don't I? They need to line up. So it probably needs to be sort of somewhere there. Cool. So maximum distance we could get here would be that. Alright, yeah. So we then need to hook you up. So, okay. Okay. But oops. I can't pick it up without. Yeah. Will you go and grab them for me? No, you're going to do all sorts of other jobs, aren't you? Silly bots. You can't pick stones up unless you've got stone in your hand. It's a bit weird. Get bots to pick them up, but they sort of do their jobs randomly. So pick them up. No. Oh, there we go. That's better. Right. That's quicker than vanilla, I think. Let's grab some of that. Make sure there's no trains. Yeah. So if this was our path here. Yeah, that'll work. I'll just have to make sure I don't overlap them in the pipes and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Because I could also put it there, you see. That's what I'm wondering. But then I couldn't put lights on it. Okay. So, that then needs copying. Actually, let's copy all that to there. And am I going to have these? Let's not include that. Right. So we'll redo this. There. We don't want pipes, we don't want bulbs. We don't want the stone brick. We do want it to tile, so we need that to be like, oh, not 100 wide maybe? Oh, perfect. Parfait. I've not got any lights on that, have I? Wish you could edit blueprints directly. I mean, I kind of get why they don't let you do it, because you could just spend all, you know, maybe lose track of the game if you sort of spent all your time. Oh, it's not. Why is it not picking them up? Oh, that's not aligned properly, is it? Oh no, some idiot has put them at the bottom instead of the top. Some idiot. They're at the bottom. I'll get this right in a minute. Right, there we go. Okay, now we get rid of those. And we save that. Open that up. Yeah, that works. Okay. Now, fluid bus. What we want is a new blueprint covering this with tiles. Yep, and we want it to snap. And we want it to be relative. And we want it to be based on the actual pipes. And we need them to overlap. We might make that, what's that, 4 tiles? If I make that 25 and do a -2. No, -4. No, -3. Cool. So that then tiles there. Awesome. Let's get rid of all of that. And we'll go down the bottom and line it up. Well, I say properly. Obviously it's not really lined up with anything, is it, I suppose? Okay. But basically I'm going to set this up and then I'm going to let the bots get on with building it. Because they've been far too lazy for far too long. And there's no point having an army of slaves if you're not going to exploit them. Right. Let's just leave that bit for the moment. In fact, I could just leave that, couldn't I? I've forgotten the reverse science, haven't I? Yeah, I've forgotten the reverse science. So, what I usually do is have the science going backwards. So, that's why the science is here. So, the science goes backwards along the bus. Because then you can just make it, you know, in line and just send it back wherever's appropriate. Okay, get rid of all of this. Oh, crikey. Okay, so this needs a tweak with these belts here being that way round. Nope. Cool. So it wouldn't be iron and stuff anyway, it would be the sciences. And I'm sure we'll need loads of extra lanes, but we will cross that particular hurdle when we get to it. Okay. Where do I actually want this bad boy to start? In fact, let's get rid of all that. So I put the labs in there to try and avoid the uranium and stuff, but I think probably fine to put them here, maybe? No, let's put them here. So this needs to be science rather than... Oh crikey, where are labs? Laboratories. Modules lab. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so because probably tank the power on the base like massively. once we get the bots up and running, but we shall see. So I'll do a bit here out to this purple patch. We might have to work around that because I'm probably going to want to mine that, but we shall see again. And then if we say the very first, that was wrong, isn't it? That's in the middle. Very first set of roboports are here. And then can I get this to work with the roboports? So, guessing, hoping, if I put it in the middle, it'll always miss. Oh no, it might not do. No. Dang. So two options there. I can either work around it by having the pipes go under, or we move this down by what appears to be 2 tiles. Because if it's lined up perfectly there, yeah, and then it's 2 tiles off. So this would need to be this particular blueprint. Needs to be 2 tiles smaller, which isn't necessarily a massive problem. So I think we'll just do that. So get rid of you. Yeah. So if that was, is it that one? There. So basically all of these all of that, instead of being there, needs to be there. And then we can repeat this a blueprint. Just grab it all. Except I didn't grab it all. How have I managed that? Oh, because the... Huh. What did I do wrong there? Does that not have... Oh, it hasn't got the power lines in it. Messed that up, haven't I? How have I managed that? So... that... And why is there a random... I need these back in, don't I? So if they're going to be always there... And that one's not got a power thing on it either. What the heck kind of a mess have you done here, Triz? What the heck kind of a mess have you made? So this here. Oh, it didn't reach. Oh. Okay, we'll put it there then. But then I need to move it 2 down. So 1, 2. Just grab a whacking grey area, and then I can edit from there. This needs to only be what, 46? Cool. And it's wrong alignment. So X needs to be 1. But that should then, yeah, flip back to 0. Okay. So you got 20 of them 11 power poles because there's one in the middle. 6 because there's 6. Yeah, okay. Right, so let's try all of that again. Okay, so this is the bus itself. Like that. Then we've got the robo ports, and we've got the no, it's interacting again. What have I? Why is that not working? Because I moved it 2 down. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll work around it then. That's fine. I'll leave it like that. So I'm not quite sure I understand what the problem was there, but I guess it's a maths thing. Like the numbers just aren't rounding up in the way that I'm, mentally assuming they are. Oh well. Oh well. So, first stretch then. Get rid of all this. But not them. That. Turn my bots back on. No, don't fill it in. Idiots. Destruct it, please, not construct it. Okay. Crikey, it's 7:40. That stopped, doesn't it? Why has that stopped? Because there's no iron whatsoever. Why is there no iron whatsoever? Because it's all being used. No, it isn't. It's not even being produced, let alone used. Why is that not? Oh, it's only half a belt, isn't it? Let's see if the bots will do some, at least do the inserters maybe. Right. Biddly Bob? Don't know about that. Why am I carrying? Oh, of course, that's kind of one or the other, isn't it? Okay. Oh, have I disconnected? I've disconnected the power. Okay. Okay. Yeah, soon eat through the juice. Soon eat through the juice. Right then. I think I'll put a few more of these in. Get them out of my inventory as well. my new glasses. They're, or one of them anyway. It's going to have a special coating that stops glare. Because I've been finding driving, I seem to get quite a lot of glare off of headlights, and I don't know if it's... Are we done? I don't know if it's because I'm there's like seating position is different from in my new car compared to what it was. I had my old one for like 15 years, so totally, you know, got used to it and stuff. So I suspect it's just that I'm lower down, so I get more, you know, direct light. Yeah, it's a bit strange. Constantly being blinded. Yeah, I'll just have to work. I might, off stream as it were, see if I can work out what the math problem is. Because unless it's just that I've skipped, because now it's, I know it is aligned still, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what I've done wrong there. Right. You're not being very quick, are you, bots? You're meant to save me labour. Yeah, it's going to absolutely tank our power, isn't it? I'll connect it up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, we'll connect it up. We're going to need more robots, aren't I, to do that? But we can go along the train line, you see, and connect here. They're going to have to fly a long way as well. Oh, well. No pity for the bots. Just pick that one up. Let's turn you off. No pity for the bots, for they do not pity us. What are you doing? Don't do that. Okay. So if you're there... Oops. Okay. One of the things I do, if I was a modder, I do a version of the power poles that was perfectly synced to the range of the thing. Maybe a sort of special, super special power line type, you know, not just make these longer, but a sort of special power line that allowed you to just directly connect, because it seemed daft to me that they have different ranges. One of those unnecessary wrinkles, basically. No, 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 no. Are you connected? Maybe. Oops. Just put one in there as well. Now, hopefully, what's going to do then? And I can just leave it be. There's certainly a bot there. I always like these extending, you know, roboport networks, because it's like builds one and then that comes into range and another one gets built and another one gets built. It's like a slow advancing creep of, you know, industrialization. Because this will soon go nuts and we'll have like 1 million jobs to do. Okay. How about I get rid of some rubbish? In fact, let's swap that out. Can you just get rid of that again? Put that in. get rid of the heavy armor. What? Where? I wonder where my chest of shame is. Must be over here somewhere. Don't know. I should use the rockets. Only just occurred to me I could use the rocket as my chest of shame type thing. Right. Not the rocket, the spaceship. Put that in there. Get rid of that. Do that. In fact, why am I not just getting the bots to do it all? Put some of them in. Oh, it's actually made some. In fact, they're full. Oh, yeah. That's all work then. Don't have any iron still, though. Let's start putting in. I wonder if I could just do an upgrade planner. Swap all of that. Because if they've made 50 chests. We can probably just do that, can't we? So if we swap wooden chests for storage. Oh, there's different levels of storage. Oh, right. They just get bigger. Okay. And then steel chest for storage, maybe? That might be a bit dumb, but let's do all of that. Oh, there they go. There's my chests. Chest O'Shane. Got any others worth doing? Yeah, let's just do all of that. Not many there. Cool. And we can start putting some roboports in. Totally crash the power. Where does that go to? To about there. That's fine then. Let's put one there. Cool. Doing an automation. Okay. How are we doing on the power? Oh, we're still getting some bits where we're okay. I'm sure that won't last there. Have they reached... No, not quite. Oh, I need radars, don't I? Never put radars on this. Okay. Let's just pop one in. There. I need radars. See how that gets us. Okay. What next? What next? All this rubbish in here. Here it is. Let's grab all of them and stick them in there. Whatchamacallit? Bin that off. Should I get rid of some of these? I might as well just get rid of all of them, but... Oh. Difficult to know what's worth keeping, really. Right. Put you in there. Put you in there. Put you in there. In fact, it's quite small actually, isn't it? Isn't it normally that small though? Huh. In which case, let's put some boxes, mining drills, burner inserters. Inserters. Okay. We'll see how it's done with power. I'm guessing it's not actually made any if it's basically running out of iron all the time. Oh, iron ore's not even getting down here. That needs to be red belt, doesn't it? Oh. So Bob Marcus the Third. Oh, hydrate. Yes, thank you very much. Welcome back, Burger Ninja. So, I don't think I'm actually making red belt. No. What do I need? I need steel. Am I putting any other basics in chests? I don't think I am I? No. So I could do that as well. I was sitting here for 15 minutes watching doing that. Sorry. I tend to get a bit tunnel vision, shall we say, on basically. So I've just sort of roughly planned out the bus, and I kind of set it up so that the bots will start building it. I mean, it's going to take ages, and it's going to tank our power. So the next big job is to sort of boost up the power. So we need to build a whole load more steam engines. But I was just thinking that I could put some chests on to get... Oh! Module logic board. Okay. To get some basic materials in the system. So they're on the way. So iron, copper, brick, coal. So that I can start ordering up steel rather than going and dragging it off the belt. Okay, so we want you to have a logic condition saying don't put more copper in unless there's less than 500 copper in the system. And you need a filter. Okay. I see. So you should automate nukes if you have not already. Do you mean? I assume you mean nuclear power. I'm not actually sure I've done the research for that. Let's have a look at. Yeah, no, I'm not on the research for that. Oh, nuclear fuel reprocessing has a different symbol. Interesting. Nuclear power. Thorium nuclear power. Deuterium. Okay. What would I actually have to do that? Okay, so I can do some of the basic techs. In fact, I can do nuclear power, can't I? Because I've got blue science now. Okay, yeah, let's do that then. That's a good idea. Thanks for the tip. Because at the very least, I could get processing that uranium so that, well, I don't even know if it works the same way, but, and that one as well, so we get them processing. Why are you moaning? Oh, because I must have crashed into that at some point. That's not connected, is it? Can we get that a bit better coverage? Okay. Right, yes. Let's put a little line by that. So, what is that? That's lead, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I need 500 lead. Let's just do that as 200. I needed a filter for lead. Lead. In fact, let's genericize that rather than... So that's iron and that, and then we want a guest stone, and coal. So coal less than 100 maybe. Oh. Fat fingers, fat fingers. This is stone. Again, less than 50 maybe. Do you play anything else? Yes, I do indeed. So I'm actually going to be starting tomorrow a new playthrough of Dyson Sphere Program. I've played that through a couple of times on stream, but I'd been waiting. I'd always planned, you know. I really quite enjoy the game, and I always planned to do another playthrough when they launch the combat update, but they were saying that they've been having some problems. Some people have got COVID and that sort of thing, and so. Also, apparently, it sounds like two of the devs are married and they're having a child together. Because it would be a bit of a weird coincidence if two of the devs were managing to have babies at the same time, exactly the same time. Pipe, less than, I say 200. But yeah, so it sounds like the combat update is not going to be ready for a while. So I'm going to do a playthrough of that. Start that tomorrow. The 3 o'clock slot. Gives me a bit of variety as well. I've been solidly playing Factorio since since after my... What was I looking for? The whole reason for doing that was so I could order up some steel. So if we put it there... And then we can get some steel when we get some steel. Okay, so we'll put that on there. That. But also, I mean, I play loads of games. I play all sorts. But in terms of streaming, it all tends to be building, management, that sort of thing. I'd like to play more. I don't know what you'd call them, like city builder style games maybe, because I really love a game called Anno 1800. Oh, that's what I could, there's loads of stone in another chest, so that's okay. For example, but I'm not very good at those sorts of games, not in the way I am at sort of Factorio and these building games. One of the things with Anno 1800, it's like a German game. And maybe it's like a racist stereotype I've got, but well, not racist, but you know, like prejudice stereotype. But they I kind of imagine that I'd get a lot of backseating because I play Anno 1800 in like the... Didn't I already do? I already did stone. I was trying to do stone brick. I'm completely messing it up. I mean, it takes me, like, it takes me, like, years, basically, to play 1803, because I just play it incredibly slowly. Because I try to make, try to go really big. Anyway, but I played sort of two point campus. Really enjoyed that. But again, kind of feels that because I'm no good at... It's like I'd like to play Minecraft. Not Minecraft. Dwarf Fortress. But again, I think I'd get a lot of sort of backseating and stuff, which I don't fundamentally mind, but you tend to get people... how to put it? People who do backseating tend to get a bit annoyed if you don't do what they say. I kind of probably wouldn't do what they said. You try Oxygen. I've played Oxygen, not on stream, but yeah, I've played Oxygen Not Included. I picked it up actually when they first launched it in early access and sort of played it through then. It's quite tough, isn't it? Or I found it quite tough because it's one of the reasons I like something like Anno 1800, where it's a bit more forgiving. You don't go into sort of death spirals, instantaneously, which you sort of do in... or I did anyway. It's probably... If you're a much better player, I'm sure you wouldn't sort of thing, but I was tempted to, unlock a technology, not realise something had changed. Like germs, I had a massive problem with in Oxygen Not Included, because I just end up, not really knowing how to essentially manage, the sickness essentially, and all my dupes would just get sick and die basically. And it just seemed to be one of those games where it like cascade fails too quickly. It's like why I'm slightly nervous about playing Dwarf Fortress, because I know that it's like a mantra in the community, isn't it? A sort of a failure is fun. So I probably need to sort of almost get into that mindset, because one of the reasons I like playing these sorts of games, because I've done a lot of streams of Factorio, for example, as well, as it's another building management type game. But I kind of know what I'm doing in them, if you see what I mean, and wouldn't claim to be the world's best. I'm no nil house type of thing, but I know basically how they all work. So let's take that down to say 200 or something. Anyway, I was going to make a load of red belt, wasn't I? And I can make 2. Bronze plate. Huh. Am I making bronze plate? What are you? What are you? Are you tin? Yeah. Tin. But yes, I'd say the sort of games I'd quite like to stream, but say just a bit, in a sense, nervous about, getting people who are keen to backseat. And as I say, I've had a couple of things where people have got a bit annoyed at me for not doing the things that they said, basically. Which I fully understand. If you know a game and you're trying to help someone, and then they're just completely ignoring you, I can understand why that'd be a bit annoying. Did I put glass in at all? I didn't, did I? So we've not got glass in. Put that there. And I just lost the chest. Glass. 200. Cool. Okay, if you choose no sweat instead of survival mode, it's usually pretty casual. So that didn't exist when I played it. So there was only. I say this is back when it came out in early access. So we're talking what's that, like 5 years ago or something. And then you get into the problem. I mean, to say I play a lot of games, a lot of different games, like RPGs and first-person shooters, and I'm a bit terrible for Factorio. I mean, Factorio is my favourite game ever, but I'm a bit terrible for kind of starting a game and getting, halfway through sort of thing, and then just like stopping playing basically and never continuing. And so something like that, where it's an early access game, give it a couple of goes, fail, and sort of say to myself, well, I'll just come back when they've done some more updates and play it then. And then a bit rubbish at actually doing that. So yeah, it's a long time since I played Oni. And say it's probably a lot, as you say, there's a sort of a friendlier, or whatever you want to call it, more casual type mode, then I won't have played that. But say, I did enjoy it. It's just to say it's a sort of get a bit distracted by the latest shiniest thing sort of thing. Okay, so I think I've put all of them in. I don't know, but hopefully. Because unlike vanilla, we've got requester chests. So, I'm wondering if I can get the level 2 miners made by, not miners, steam engines made by construction, made by bots basically. Feels a bit weird doing proper construction this early. Not proper construction, bot-based construction. Right. They've not brought them to me yet, though, have they? No, they haven't. Because didn't they do? I think they've done an expansion pack, in fact, for oxygen not included. There's bronze. There's bronze. That's your bronze there, that is. That's your bronze. Excuse me. There we go. Less than, say, 200. I'll get you to bring me some of that. I'll make a bunch of them. Just so I can get that iron flowing a bit quicker. Because this is overstuffed, but got nowhere to go. Okay, so next set of that. I've just gone out of the construction area. Right, so let's just set up a little thing here to make level 2 boilers. Where are they? They're there. And steam engines. Oh, it's all steel, isn't it? Did I put steel in there? Yeah, I did. All steel all the time. Steel pipe, steel gear wheels, steel bearings. So we want steel pipe. In fact, let's do it like that. Will that work? So if this is a requester, and that requests a load of steel, which should be in regular intermediates. And then feeds it into here, which is steel gear wheels. Wait, do steel bearings require steel ball bearings? Okay. And regular steel, okay. So that needs to be steel ball bearings. Okay. So to there, there. Oops. There. And this is the other one. What is the other one? Steel pipe. Steel pipe. One steel pipe. And then let's put that there. Get you some power. Like so. Get you some lights. Connect on there. Oh, I also need some of them, don't I? How am I going to make? So if we make... Oh. I don't know, what would be a sensible number? Maybe 12 or something? Why is nobody doing anything? Steel bearings. Oh, I didn't put that there, did I? Guessing some of them need to be fast ones, but anyway. Right, so... Right, some of them. How do we make level 2 boilers? Steel plate, steel pipe and boiler. Okay. In which case, can we not simply put it here, request up, well, if I'm making 12 of the others, well, let's just put it at 5, but that now, that like that, connect you to that, boiler 2, so I'm making 12 of the others, let's make 6 of them. 6 of them, and indeed half a dozen of the other. Cool, okay. Now then. How about... How about... Because it's got all this coal coming up here. I'm not really using it particularly. Train sort of travelling back and forth and not really doing achieving a great deal. So how about we do a proper thing here? Because don't the red ones 60 a second? Yeah, they don't use any more water. Okay. So how big is that? 32. 32. So if I put... Let's actually go over there. Let us actually go over to that actual place and actually do a thing. Got water pumps. let's try it there. Where have they gone? There. Is that lined up? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So if I have a little... Is that the right way around? Yeah. Cheeky little offshoot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that must be 16. So that must be 20. 20, there we go. Except I've managed to turn it around, haven't I? How have I done that? Okay. I'm going to put this on the bots, but they may well not actually do it because they're obviously still busy. They're just so lazy, these bots. Oh, I don't know. So lazy. Right. Let's take this pair over here. So I may have to intervene on this because they may be fairly far down the build queue. But yeah, I've managed to flip that around somehow. Also, got some undergrounds in it. And then gonna need one here maybe? Oops. Okay. Right, have we even made any of those then? Yes, 12. And 6. It's worked. We have function. I say I might have to do this one because probably a lot of bots doing a lot of things over here. They're chugging away, aren't they? Well, it's not bad for a bunch of bots at level 1. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Why are you not doing anything? Let's go and investigate that. Not actually doing too bad for power, I'm a bit surprised by that. Maybe it's because these are twice the thing. You know, twice the power. Why is this all ground to a halt? What are you doing? Oh, it's the iron problem. Okay. Did I build those red belts? I did. But that, yeah, okay. I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul, aren't I? Because all these belts that I'm laying down over there are going to use up all the iron that I am producing, which is not a lot. Why is that not properly filling that? Wait, is that a white belt? It is. bum. Okay. These are all dead, aren't they? I hadn't upgraded that line. I think that might have been the root cause of the problem then. Probably do with a bit more red. To there maybe? About halfway? Guessing I've unlocked steel furnaces at some point, so I could upgrade them as well like that, but do I know where those are? No, I haven't a clue. Oh, there we go. Steel furnace. Okay. It's only just reaching the end, isn't it? And that's now full. Okay. And of course the belts are eating it all, which is as we might expect given what we're producing. Oh wow, okay. Huh. Huh. Hmm. How much more of that can I produce? Oh, loads. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool. What is that? Steel gear well, okay. So if we get this up to past the belt, I think, then that'll probably help. But I say, it's producing them a lot faster than I'm actually laying them down because we're not, I don't think we're making any bots. So it's sort of only using them up at a slow rate sort of thing. Which is fine. We'd probably crash the power system if we had that many more bots. But yeah, I think I might go and fill at least the robo ports in. How are we doing? 10 more. $8.30, okay. Next job will be sort of more consistent, processing. This, oh, that stopped, didn't it? Because I haven't got any iron. Because what I'm anticipating is like a small, like just a whole load of trains, a whole load of smelting, and processing, chemical stuff, more trains, bus. It may be boring, a bus, but it's sort of quite a reliable way of doing stuff because you can always add, more lanes to your bus as you need more stuff. Okay. How are we doing? Got 15 of them. Take that up to there. Cool. Oh, yeah, iron's just starting to flow there. Awesome. There we go. So, just going to have a look at the trains area. Wonder why they're not putting that power pole in. Must just be because of the randomisation of the queue. Because there's loads of them there. No. Sure it'll work itself out. Now, if we're doing trains, we need trains. So, I don't know, just grab 5 of them. Make sure I've got some engines. Do I want to take all the accoutrements as well? Take a bunch of... I've only been made that many, crikey. I guess I could also extend... Yeah, let's extend... Yeah, let's take the roboports down to this sort of area. So we can also be ready to copy and paste that over. So it's a bit weird that they're one large power pole that they've missed off, but there you go. Okay. Enough messing about. I also need like carriages and stuff, but I don't think I'm making them. Can't see them. I guess we could check. Oh, I am. Huh. Or at least I got 10 some in the system. What about fluid wagons? No, but we're not going to do fluid wagons, so that's fine. Power poles. Got some into it. I think I'll go and manually do them. Inserters. Belt. Splitters, chests. Let's grab some more chests. Chests. Lights. Camera. Action. Okay. Right. Bing bong bing. Finally science has been working. So if we want nuclear power, next we kind of need concrete, which is quite expensive, so may take a little while. Shall I just use... The trouble is, I say, because I've obviously got my rail system. Trouble is, it's designed for 141. I think if I... Let's start with it. Or as in... I'll use the rail side of it, but I think actually I'm going to... No, I did take a copy, didn't I? Yes, okay. I think I'm going to change it to... I think maybe do 121 or something like that. Or maybe... Because all of this stuff is agnostic. It doesn't matter what the trains are. But I'm wondering if maybe I do something like properly different and we do 1-2s or something. So as in, you know. Like a single direction train, because I always do bi-directional. Yeah, okay, so let's think that maybe... Yeah, this is where... Would that be sensible? Because I'm thinking maybe about having a sort of a giganto stacker. Just feel like doing something a bit different with the trains. I don't know. I mean, we know there's a lot of resources up north, but there's going to be a lot of resources everywhere because it seems to have overproduced patches, really. Yeah, okay. Let's do... So the rail would say come in here. No, have it come in just a straight bit there. How am I envisaging doing said giganto stacker? I'm a bit rubbish with stackers. It's one of my sort of blind spots in the game, really. Did I make one? So these are my old internal... Does that mean that's rubbish stacker? Oh, look at that, that's rubbish. So what do I fancy doing? What you... Okay, but I say if I'm going to do like one, okay, let's build it. It doesn't need to be that long, does it? The 1-2 trains. Yeah, nowhere near that long. No. No. Yeah, that's way too big. So... Sorry, I get lost in thought. Right. If I was to... Because what I'm wondering is maybe I have the stations. Because they're only going to be one, two trains. I think I've decided that's what I'm going to do. So, basically they just need to be that long-ish. I don't think I'm automatically making stations tonight, but I didn't bring any signals. So yeah, if that's a station there, there we have a little bit, just as a aesthetic thing. Just a one straight, a one straight. So if these are the stations, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Bit weird that. So I can do super quick unloading. Oops. Like that. Then do we do a 6-to-1 balancer on them? That's quite big, a 6-to-1. Other alternative is just I suppose it depends how many lanes I'm actually envisaging. It's kind of envisaging sort of one train making one lane of output. So I probably wouldn't need to go quite that nuts, would I? So maybe I'd just single side it then. And just do it old crude style. Never that big a fan of that. And I suppose with these, because it's bobs, so it doesn't, in a sense, don't need to side load them. Because, you know, we can do the different placement thing. Go into short place. it makes a lot of difference, really. So if that was the station... How close do I want them? I guess maybe if there was the option to double output. If one became super critical sort of thing. Yeah. So I guess the other side of that, have I got electric furnaces? Don't think I have. Oh, I have. Okay. Let's build 2 of them, see how big they are. Because then we could bring it down. Because they're a lot longer, aren't they? Okay. So that's going to be like that. And then you'd have... Oops. Equivalent there. So do these work as like smelting... Good smelting distances. So I'm not sure if I'm going straight for electric or not. I mean, we'll have coal being dropped off here, so we could start with a bit of coal. Start off burning stuff, because we like burning stuff. Oh, I was doing nuclear power, wasn't I? So, uranium processing. That was quicker than I thought, actually. Right, so if that was there... Oh, I need output as well. Like that. I think it's too close, isn't it? Because... a bacon... Yeah, a bacon's not going to fit in there. So how much further apart? So if I did... that was there. Because that's my bacon simulation. So that's the actual furnace. That's the actual belt. That's the other furnace. That's the next set of bacon. Okay, so this would need to move up. Like there. Except I can't put it there, I can only put it there because trains. But that's okay because that still gives me... I just need a little bit of room to put power poles in basically. Because we'll have power poles going down the middle. In fact, that's in the wrong place anyway, isn't it? Oh no, that's... used to be there. And yeah, you then need one to be able to power your bacon. Got to power your bacon. Oh, it's too far. That's okay, I can put staggered ones work quite well. But I managed to put that in the wrong place anyway. Because it needs to be there. Okay. So, what am I saying? That's my station units. It's a bit all squished in, but I'm sure eventually we'll have some super duper mega awesome smelty miracles that renders it all irrelevant anyway. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then more for more, more for more, more for more. So then the question is, the question we started with, which is stackers. I might just get the bots to do that. Ooh, I'm nearly full. How's that happened? Yeah. So is that going to work? So we've got input coming in. We've got enough room for an inserter and an exerter. We've got the actual thing itself. We've got bacons in the assumption that bacons are the same size. It may not be, but I guess we got one extra in case not. Got a place to put power poles for them. Yeah, okay. Okay. So if I was to do something a little funky, because what sort of a gap have I got there? So if I was to try and 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what am I trying to do? No. Because I could have the trains, because they're only short. Well, we left a bit of extra. But I could have all the trains like lining up here. It's not quite diagonal. Diagonal would be better, wouldn't it, for a density thing. But then, yeah, I'm not sure that'll work. Okay. So this is the output. Have I put them to a part in my blueprint? Yeah. Oh, bing bong bing. Centrifuge 2. Okay. Okay, so we got nuclear. Oh, we still need heat pipe. Okay. Nuclear available. So I guess next time we're going to be nuking the joint. Right. So whether I can do that lets me expand it infinitely. There is kind of, isn't there? Because I could... If I needed to, I could just add more and more. But made a real right mess here, haven't I? Build that in. Is that enough train? Is that enough train? Is that enough stacker? Room for stackers. So, oh, I took the thing out, didn't I? There we go. Because what I'm thinking is I sort of S-bend it basically. Obviously, I'm not wedded to this being here, so I'm going to get rid of all of that. I'm then wondering, you see, can I double S-bend it? Because if I had the trains coming in this way, and then going into this stackamaroo, I could just keep extending it by pushing that further up. So in other words, if this was like that, it might push it down. Alright. Yeah, put it down one. Because then I can just keep moving. If I need more and more stack, I can just push that down and down and down. Trouble is, how do I get this? This needs to cross back over. But that's not a trouble, is it? Because I can just go around the corner. I just do that next to it. In fact, I've probably already got the bends I need. Going around the bend. Going around the bend. So let's put more in anyway, because, you know, we know we're going to have a lot of materials. So let's put 8 stack in. And let's move that up. So there. I haven't actually checked the size, have I? But sure it'll be fine. Okay. So, we would need wait, have I just built that as a right-hand drive system? I think I have, haven't I? Because mine is left-hand drive. So that's the exit, not the entrance. Bum. So the whole stacker is wrong, isn't it? Because the trains are actually going to be coming in on that side. And then this is the going outside. Just teach me for doing this as last thing. So, I mean, I could have a crossover because it'll be relatively low volume, in fact, because of the amount of stacking, but that's not very sensible, is it? So what I would need to do basically flip that over. And the trains are going to be the other way around, aren't they? So all of this here. So, just get rid of the middle of that. Okay. And I'm not going to have room, am I? Because I've got to do a 180 curve. The 180 curve is a monster. But I could incorporate it here. So I need a straight bit for signal. But we then go around like that. I'm making a right mess. Just get this planned out and then I'll sort of sign off. I did start a bit late, unfortunately. All the fun with green screens. Decided I'm going to get a proper green screen, some lights. I'll probably get the sort of supporting stuff. I'm still putting off my UPC. So if I was to try and sort of do something like that, where would I want that to be? Should I maybe line that up in that? So that would be the straight, well, the output. Can be a bit painful, rail, sometimes, I find. No. Come on, game. You know you want to. There we go. Is that what I want to do? So I then need to... Oh, okay. Move all of this away. Right. So that... connect to there. Why am I bothering doing that? Because I could literally just... So we don't do this. That junk doesn't matter anymore. I just need to go around a corner, don't I? Like that. And then this can be like that. And we can just have as many... Let's do it one bit. So there's room for signals. As many S-bends. Not S-bends. As many stacks as I want to put in. Just infinite. Infinitely infinite stacks. Yeah, that'll work. We got there in the end. Yeah, copied the wrong bit. So yeah. Like that. Not the prettiest thing, but very expandable. Get rid of all of that. Okay, and then this connects here. And just go out wherever. I can obviously put a little junction there and send it round to stuff there. Yep, okay. That all works. Let's swap the bots in, I guess. Give them their moment. Cool! So I managed to make a right meal of that, and actually it was really simple. The problem I was causing myself was because I was doing left-hand drive, doing right-hand drive. And I always struggle with right-hand drive. Yeah. Because basically we then need all chain signals here. In fact, we could probably have a train in there in theory, but usually best not to tempt fate like that. So I'd have chains all the way back here. Got plenty of room, so I'll have those chains basically in the same place. Don't really need that one, do I? But then regulars. All of those. Yeah. And of course, regulars here. Chain there for it to make the decision. Does that need to be regular? Yeah. Yeah, I could have regulars on all of those. And that'll be okay. Possibly not right there though. Maybe there. Yeah, okay. Assume the bots run out of power now. Yeah. Right, well there you go. Yeah, so that's it for today. Let's pop the old schedule up, which would be... How do I do that? There we go. Yeah, so I think I've decided I'm just going to buy like a stream deck and a proper green screen, because I think that's part of the problem. Some lights for it, because the problem really boils down to the fact that it's lit weirdly. I need to buy some curtains and stuff, but I'm sort of holding out, see if I could wait for my bonus, because I meant to get a bonus. Well, I may not get one, I guess, but end of March it would be, I think. I think that's right. So only a couple of months. And February, of course, is the short month. So get paid twice in quick succession. But yes, so I'm probably going to get, as I say, like some of the bits and pieces. I'm also going to try and finish my emojis. So the little token things that I'm envisaging being the alchemical symbols, because, you know, Trismegistus and Hermes Trismegistus, alchemy, that sort of thing. I was wondering about doing, like, because there's something called a Hermetica, which is like a scroll type thing. Maybe do them as like some of the top tiers and something like that. Nice to have them. I don't know that anybody would ever do anything with them, but it'd be nice to have them there. And I quite enjoy doing that sort of stuff. So yes, so that's it for today. That's it for Factorio as well this week. I will be playing Dyson Sphere Program tomorrow. Starting on a brand new save, and playing through until we probably build a Dyson Sphere, but maybe, you know, get to a point where it's halfway done or something and call it done, because it does get to a point with that game. That's why I'm quite interested in the combat update, because it tends to get to a point where it's just like do more and it's exactly the same. You've built, you know, your nice designs and you're just stamping the same thing over and over again. But the combat, I think, might make that a bit more interesting. Anyway, yes, so that's it for today. If you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.